Hey everyone, I'm Sison, and today we're taking a look at the Zeiss 50mm F1.4 lens for the Sony E-mount system. The 50mm F1.4 is Sony's continued effort to bring wider aperture prime lenses to the Sony E-mount lens lineup, and along with a 35mm F1.4 and 85mm F1.4, they share similar functions and features for not only photographers but videographers. In this video, I'm going to be using this lens on the A7S Mark II and the A7R Mark II to give you an idea about the lens's performance, and at the end of the video I'll let you know what I personally think of it, so stay tuned. The lens has a combination of a high quality plastic and metal construction. On the top of the lens you have the focal length and aperture of the lens engraved on the body. You also have the Zeiss logo on the side of the lens. It accepts 72mm filters and comes with a deep plastic petal type lens hood. There's a ribbed focus ring with an aperture ring just below it, which allows you to quickly change your aperture settings quickly. You also have the benefit of having a clicking sound or having it silent when you change your aperture. On the side of the lens, you also have a focus switch where you can quickly change between auto and manual focus. The mount is made out of metal and is also advertised as weather resistant, so you can shoot with this in various conditions, given that the camera also has weather sealing. Now the lens is quite weighty, weighing in at 778 grams, and that's with the lens hood included. Now when you compare it to a lens like the Zeiss 55mm F1.8, it's going to be a lot smaller, and it's actually a lot lighter, weighing in at only 281 grams. That lens is also highly recommended among Sony shooters. It really begs the question, is it worth it to get a lens like this? Well, it really depends on your shooting preferences. If you really need an f1.4 aperture and an aperture ring, this is a no-brainer. Comparing it in terms of size to the 35mm f1.4, which basically shares the same design, the 50mm comes in just a tad shorter. Autofocusing was quick but not blazingly fast, which I somewhat found surprising. Also, there was a bit of a whirring sound while autofocusing, which is similar to the 85mm f1.4 G Master. The lens uses a fly-by-wire system, and the manual focus ring offered little resistance when in use. It also doesn't change in physical size when focusing either. Unfortunately, there is no optical stabilization built in, but because it has an f1.4 aperture, you can forgive Sony for not including it. Now, before I talk about the actual image quality of the lens, I'm going to make special note of the 11-bladed circular aperture. This helps give you some very smooth and circular out of focus blur, and indeed it shows in the images. It's nice and smooth, which makes the background more appealing, especially if you're shooting streetlights. Now you get some beautifully rendered images with the 50mm f1.4. It delivers contrasty colors with extremely minimal distortion and chromatic aberrations. There is a fair amount of vignetting when shooting wide open with this lens, and that's basically the only downside I can come up with. Images are very sharp in the centers, and shooting with this wide open is great for blurring out the background from your subject in focus, and for low light gathering capabilities when in low light situations. Now if you're meticulous about sharpness, it might be best to stop down the lens to about f2.8. Now all these photos were shot with the A7R Mark II in RAW and then converted to JPEG. Using it with the A7R Mark II for video was decent with quick autofocusing, but not as fast as the A7S Mark II. Because of the f1.4 aperture, I was able to get some very shallow depth of field and stand away at a reasonable distance, so this may be a good option for some cinematic shots or possibly interviews. There was a bit of focus breathing, but certainly not as bad as other lenses, and of course having that aperture ring with declick option made shooting easy. The Zeiss 50mm F1.4 delivers superb performance in a high quality build. And if you can stomach the size, price and weight, it's a lens I feel delivers very smooth out of focus blur and extremely sharp images in the centers. Features like the aperturing and declick option are also going to be beneficial for photographers and videographers to make shooting a lot easier. And while I love shooting and while I love the build quality of this lens, it is a bit front heavy, and that's with me using the A7 II series cameras. I also did notice a bit of that whirring sound that occurred in the 85mm F1.4 G Master. And while it is noticeable in very quiet situations, in real world conditions, it really wasn't a big issue. Now, when it comes down to this lens, it's really the price that's going to make it inaccessible to a few people. But luckily, there are a few alternatives that you can consider in the 50mm range. So you've got the 50mm f1.8 budget lens from Sony, the Zeiss 55mm f1.8, which is a lot smaller, lighter, and cheaper. And you've also got the Samyang 50mm f1.4 AF lens. Now those are a few of my options, but there's obviously a lot of other alternatives on the market. But if you're looking for a lens that's going to be great for low light conditions with the build quality to match, I would not hesitate in recommending the Zeiss 50mm f1.4. Now, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below, and if you already own one, let me know what you think of it. And remember to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe to my channel for more Sony lens reviews and tutorials. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram for more photo updates and sample photos. And don't forget to take a look in the description below for more information about this lens and purchasing links. Until then, happy shooting and thanks for watching. They share the same... Damn it.
Oh. Slack. Are that you shooting from? I'll tell you what, we'll put it next to
Really? No way. You're kidding, right?
That is a lot smaller. The lens is quite weighty, weighing in at 778 grams, and that's with the lens hood included. It really begs the question, is it worth it? Conditions, it wasn't too much of an issue. I can only and videographers to make shooting easy, and gives you very smooth. Damn. I feel delivers extremely smooth out of focus blur and very smooth out of focus blur in this. Budget. So the goo. I'm so itchy on that.
Oh my god.